Discover the world of science.
Wednesday night at 7, here on Channel 2. You're watching KTCA TV, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Channel 2.
It takes two.
Mathman, your mission is to eat all the quadrilaterals on the board and no other polygons. When you encounter a polygon, you'll have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the appalling Mr. Glitch. He will eat you if you are wrong.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Oh, Mathman.
4 sides. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Quadrilaterals, quadrilaterals. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Think, think. 4 sides. Oh, yeah. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Quadrilaterals, quadrilaterals. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Oh, that had 5 sides. Mathman, 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 Mathman.
I'm funny, glitching time. Ho-ho-de-do-do.
Hello, Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade. Why, it's you, Mommy dearest. I haven't heard from you for minutes. What's on your mind besides your hair? Yes, it was supposed to be a joke, mother of me. I see. I'm sorry you feel that way. What can I do to or for you, Mommykins? Yes, 2 things. Remind the kids that Piece of the Pie is coming up soon on Square One TV. And what? Help you with a food problem. You're making a pie. Oh, certainly. That's good. That's bad. That's bad. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm helping my mother sort strawberries. Why don't you watch this? That's good. That's bad. That's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good.
On the showroom floor, the set of wheels you've been looking for. 10-speed racer, what a machine. Nothing finer in your wildest dreams. So you ask the man, hey, what's the price? When he tells you, you gotta think twice, cause the problem is one you can't ignore. Talking about money and you need more. Let's think about it. Have enough for the top of the line, but another bike might do just fine. They got some others at a lower price. They're all brand new and they're all real nice. There's even an old one they keep out back. Not so fancy and it's got a flat, but you do have a choice. You can get a bike, but you need more money for the one you like. So think about the problem, then step back. Try a different plan of attack. Ask for help, ask around. Another solution can be found. Change directions, reappraise. have answers if you think them through. Let's think about it. You know that the top of the line costs more, but that's the one you've been waiting for. You might decide just to wait. If the price came down, it would be great. But then you know you'd be up the creek if the prices went up by the end of the week. Let's think about it. You can call around, try another store. There might be a sale on what you're looking for. You can even try calling another state. Check to see if you can get a rebate. So when the problem is money, look for the deal. It's worth all the effort when you get your new wheels. So think about the problem, then step back. Try a different plan of attack. Ask for help. Ask around. Another solution can be found. Change directions, reappraise. If you get stuck, there are other ways. Take your time, it will come to you. Most problems have answers if you think them through. Think about the problem, then step back. Try a different plan of attack. Ask for help, ask around. Another solution can be found. Change directions, reappraise. If you get stuck, there are other ways.
I know what I'll do.
Time for the game show, where the answers to the questions come from you, kids at schools all over the country. Time for Piece of the Pie. All right, I'm Reggie Cathy, and this is Piece of the Pie. And now I'd like to introduce to you the host of our show, the ever-scintillating, the man who knows all the answers, Mr. Cristobal Franco.
Oh, thank you, Reggie, and welcome to Piece of the Pie. I'm Chris Franco, and at this time I'd like to introduce you to the guy who's all heart, who's got the piece of the pie behind the pie chart. Let's hear it from my friend Arthur Howard! Arthur!
Do you really know all the answers?
Most of them.
How do you make a pie?
Quickly and deliciously. We'll talk about it later, Arthur. We're going to have a wonderful game. We've got some terrific contestants with us today, and we're going to meet them right now. Over here we have Vrunda. Brenda, welcome to Piece of the Pie.
Thank you.
Next to her, we have Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Terrific. Good. Okay. And next to Denise, we've got their team captain, Zoltan. Welcome to our planet, Zoltan. He's the team captain, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the red team today on Piece of the Pie. Good luck to all of you. And they'll be playing against Francisco. Hi, welcome. You look very dapper today.
Thank you.
And next to Francisco, we've got Deborah. Hi,
Hi.
Deborah. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Ready to play?
Yeah.
Terrific. And next to Deborah, we've got Bradley. Hi, Bradley. Put her there. You're the team captain, you know? Team captain today for the yellow team, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Piece of the Pie, let's have a round of applause for them. This is going to be great. Let me tell you how we play. We send questions to kids all over the U.S. It's your job to guess their top 5 answers to one of those questions. When you get it right, you get a piece of a pie for that answer's percentage, and we'll place it right here on our pie chart. The team that gets over 50% of the pie wins the game. Now, I'm going to be asking you for some ideas, and if you can't think of anything, what you should do is call a huddle. You'll get to talk about it with your other teammates and come up with one terrific team answer, okay? Reggie, you there?
Yes, I am, Chris.
Okay, would you be so good as to tell us about today's bar chart, please?
Gladly, Chris. We asked kids at Hellgate Middle School in Missoula, Montana, what's your favorite snack? They gave us 9 different answers. It's your job to tell us the top 5 answers on today's Piece of the Pie. Remember, what's your favorite snack? Back to you, Chris.
Favorite snack. Old tires? No, I don't think that's a good one. What do you say, Francisco?
Cake?
Cake? Great, that's right. In fact, 20% of the top 5 answers were cake. And we're going to post that right here. Right away, we're scoring here on the game.
Good guess.
Okay, we're going to go over here to Verunda on the red team. Hi, Verunda.
Hi.
You been thinking about it? What the kids in Missoula, Montana might have answered as to what their favorite snack is. Maybe it's yours.
Crackers or cookies?
Crackers or cookies? Great. In fact, 25%, that is the top answer, the most popular answer, was cookies. 25 to 20. We're well into the game. Let's move over here to Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
You ever snack, Deborah?
Yeah.
What do you think that the kids in Missoula, Montana might have said was their favorite snack?
Popcorn?
Popcorn? Terrific. In fact, 16%. This is terrific. We've got a total now on the yellow team of 36, as you can observe here by our pie chart, to 25. But this is a perfect opportunity for Denise on the red team to score. What do you think, Denise?
Pie pizza.
Pie or pizza? Why don't you decide? Which one?
Pizza.
Pizza! I'm sorry, that's a good answer, and it might be very delicious pizza. We're looking for the top 5 answers, okay? Doesn't mean it wasn't a good answer. Okay, hi, Bradley.
Hi.
What do you say, Bradley?
Ice cream.
Bradley, ice cream is correct. You have more than 50% of the pie. Yellow team, congratulations! We have a winner! You guys did it! Congratulations! Look what happens when you win! When you win! Terrific! This is beautiful, folks. In fact, the only answer which was not given was 21%, which was chips, cheese doodles, or any snack that comes in a little plastic bag. I guess even if you get little worms in a plastic bag, then that would have gotten 21%. Listen, red team, it was such a quick game. You guys played terrifically anyway. You get a square one sweatshirt. And for the winners that caused this hail and torment, which is falling all over the stage now, you're going to win a square one pullover sweater, just like Arthur's got. For being our winners today on Piece of the Pie, thank you very much. We'll see you next time when you'll get a piece of the pie. Bye. Give yourselves a big round of applause.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Thursday, 10:43 a.m., and the heavy rains that had turned the City of Angels into a concrete hot tub were racing madly through the LA Wash to Long Beach, where they looked around and tried to race madly back to LA. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. My partner is George Frankley. Head of our computer division is Debbie Williams. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We've been working on a case that involved television personalities, television programs, and television ratings, but it wasn't as meaningless as it sounds. In fact, it was rather complicated. A kids' TV program called The Mike Plier Show had been canceled due to low ratings. Ratings of television shows estimate how many people are watching. They are determined by a mathematical method called sampling, in which a small number of people are carefully selected to represent a much larger group of people. This is done because no one has the time or inclination to talk to every television viewer.
How many people are there in your sample?
450.
A representative of the ratings company proved that 450 people in the greater Los Angeles area could accurately tell us what 13 million people were watching on television. Sounds strange, but true. We assumed that Mike Plier's show had simply become unpopular. That is, until we received a phone call from Mr. Hoover, president of the rating service.
You said on the phone that someone broke into your computer system?
Yes, I know I did.
If the rating system had been tampered with, it could mean millions of dollars being misspent on advertising. The thought sent shivers through us. We persuaded Mr. Hoover to give us a list of 8 families from this very, very secret sample. And George and I interviewed people who were supposed to be watching The Vicious Vinny Show, but it turned out that they weren't.
The Vicious Vinny Show. I watched it once.
Once? That's all?
In one interview after another, people who the computer said were watching The Vicious Vinny Show denied it. Not only that, they each said they had been loyal Mike Plier's viewers until it left the air due to low ratings. Finally, we noticed something peculiar about one of the ratings boxes, the boxes that record channel selections.
Hey,
George.
someone has broken the seal. You know what this means?
The cat could be next. Someone could have altered the ratings.
I don't know. I'll ask her and call you back. Bye-bye.
Was that the lab?
Martha wants to know if you can come for dinner.
When?
Tonight.
Meatloaf?
Yes. And with tomato surprise. You know, Kate, tomatoes. Stuffed with stuff.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know.
I'd love to. George, we talked to 8 sample families that were supposed to be watching the Vicious Vinny Vermin show, and none of them was.
Right, and I called them all back. And everyone said that a representative from HRS had visited them, too.
And the boxes on the sets?
Each had been tampered with.
Could that be a coincidence? How many families in the sample total were reported as watching Vinny's channel?
I don't know.
Maybe we could figure it out.
Okay. There are 450 homes in the sample.
Yes, but they weren't all turned on between 6:30 and 7 p.m.
Right. Look in the ratings book. That'll tell you how many sets were in use.
Here you go. 40% of the sets were in use.
So 40% of 450 is...
180. 180 homes were watching television at the time that Vicious Vinny's show was on.
Now we need to know the share of the audience that is reported as watching Vinny.
According to the ratings, Vinny got a 10 share.
10% of 180 homes is 18. So, 18 homes were supposed to be watching Vinny.
And we talked to 8 of them.
And those 8 told us that they were not watching Vinny.
So what we have is a large sample, 8 out of 18, of a small sample, 18 out of 180.
Well, since we have interviewed nearly half of our small sample and they all say the same thing, we can expect the rest of the 18 to tell us the same story.
No.
You're right. Just because 8 told us the same story, we still don't know what the other 10 would say.
But we do know our 8 boxes were tampered with, and that's enough to totally foul up the numbers.
Right. Oh, Kate, I asked Sergeant Picasso to interview our 8 families and do a composite drawing.
Good idea. I asked Debbie to check on the box from Myrna's house to see if she can find anything.
Hello, mathematicians.
Hello, Mike.
I just dropped in to say hello, and the sergeant with the skinny mustache asked me to give this to you.
Must be the drawing.
Who's that supposed to be, anyway?
Our police artist drew this likeness of a man we suspect may have been involved in messing up the ratings.
It looks pretty ordinary. No scars, nothing particularly outstanding.
Looks like a real wimp.
You can never tell about a criminal. They come in all shapes and sizes. But you're right. He looks pretty harmless.
Uh-huh. He also looks vaguely familiar.
Good morning, everyone.
You seem pretty chipper, Debbie.
You have the look of someone who found something.
I did. This little electronic gadget has been rigged.
Is that one of those rating boxes?
It sure is. I tore it down and found that it has been wired, so no matter what station the set is attached to is tuned into, and just between 6:30 and 7 p.m., this thing registered that the set was tuned to channel 86.
Vicious Vinny's channel.
Somebody set the mechanism to tell the computer that the set was tuned to Vicious Vinny.
Debbie, here's a list of 7 other homes in the sample and who told us their rating boxes had been tampered with.
I'll check it out.
No wonder Mike's ratings went in the commode. If all those 18 homes were rigged.
No wonder they shot down my show.
What?
Nothing.
But you said, Usually that means something.
George, hand me a wax pencil.
You better not fool around with that picture. You know how sensitive Sergeant Picasso is. Well, that's pretty juvenile. You know who that looks like now?
Yes.
Me too.
Let's go talk to Well Worth Watching. George, let's roll. You want to come along, Mike?
Sure, why not? I don't have a show to do.
Hi there.
Hello.
He's not home.
He's not?
Never at this time of day. I'm a brain surgeon. I go to work every day at this time. And Mr. Watching never gets back until about 8 at night.
How do you know that, Doctor?
I told you, I'm a brain surgeon.
Yes, but...
I'm also a nosy neighbor. Loved your show, Mike.
Thank you, Doctor.
Everyone?
Everyone. Each one tuned to Vicious Vinny's show.
You know something?
What?
I think we ought to pay a visit to Vicious Vinny.
Okay. Why not?
Excuse me. He's about to go on the air.
We'll go watch him in person.
Okay, kids. Time to join the Vicious Vinny Berman fan club. You will receive overnight a Vicious Vinny button, a Vicious Vinny zipper, and a Vicious Vinny club, which can be used to pummel anyone who makes fun of you for wearing a Vicious Vinny button and a Vicious Vinny zipper. It's not too late to order. Just go to your mother's purse and grab the long green and send it to me. Vicious Vinny Berman. Post Office Box 131313, Los Angeles, California. I'll be glad you did. But Mr. Vicious Vinny, what about our geography lesson? We were talking about the 5 Great Lakes: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior.
What did you say, squirrel breath? I said there are 5 Great Lakes.
Oh, you are so wrong. There are only 2. I have been to all 5, and 3 of them are not even near great. Here's another question for you. What's the capital of Illinois?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't had that yet in school.
Well, that's not my fault. It's Chicago.
That's what I mean. The capital of Illinois is Springfield, not Chicago. He's always giving kids wrong information.
I know, he's awful.
I'm gonna see this.
Okay, dum-dum. We're gonna have a little mathematics lesson.
Oh, boy. I love mathematics.
So what? Answer me this. What is 0 times 7?
0 times 7?
You heard me, nerd nose. What is 0 times 7?
I don't know. What is 0 times 7?
It's 7. Everybody knows that.
0 times 7 is 0. 0 times any number is 0. He can't tell our kids lies. Watch. I recognize it anywhere.
At last. Time to split. Remember, dummies, don't watch anything but Vicious Vinny.
Sir, I'm doing a television show. I'm entertaining an audience.
Entertaining? You call telling lies, giving misinformation, and being abusing entertaining? Listen, kids, there are 5 Great Lakes. Springfield is the capital of Illinois, and when you multiply any number by 0, the answer is always 0.
Are you finished?
No, you are.
Well worth watching.
Okay, you got me. Is this better?
What's the big idea? You're responsible for having Mike Plyer's show taken off the air. It's bad enough.
But then to foist this show, or whatever it is, on the public is...
Reprehensible?
At least. What is your story?
When they canceled my show, add 'em up, I swore I'd get back at the rating companies. I'd show them who was boss.
So you learned about computers.
I sure did. And I got a job with the Hoover Rating Service.
And at the same time, you did this awful kid show?
Every day. No one knew of the 2 lives of well worth watching. I showed them all.
So it was you who somehow broke into the office one day and altered the computer.
No, my dear Ms. Monday, I didn't break into the office. I figured out a way to do it with my home computer. I told you it was a valuable little tool.
What did you do to the numbers, Mr. Watching?
Oh, that's where I was smartest of all.
I did nothing to the numbers. I simply took the names of the families.
Of course. That's how you knew which houses were watching Mike Pliers. And you wired those boxes so they registered your show on the service.
I'm a Dickens, aren't I?
Sam, Steve, how did you know we needed backup help? We didn't call.
We saw you on TV.
We're still on? Yes, you are. This is a live broadcast. Come on, Vicious.
Well, Mike, I'll bet you get your show back now.
Stage 13. Hold on. Ding Dong Broadcasting calling Mike Pliers. Anybody here by that name?
You bet there is. Thanks, Mathnetters.
You know something, partner?
What's that?
Well worth watching was...
Well worth watching.
Well Worth Watching, also known as Vicious Vinnie Vermin, was tried and convicted of a 417 breaking and entering a computer, an 812 using Emmett Kelly's makeup to misinform kids, and a 714.33 contaminating data. He was sent away from society for a gosh darn long time.
Winters turn into hot new music